One of the biggest lies that we've been told on the internet today when it comes to human design is that projectors are these lame people that can't work and they can't hustle and they can't do anything. Both Brenda and I think that that is total BS. Today, we are going to be diving into the concept of projector burnout, how to recognize when you're in burnout, how to avoid it, and how to honor the seasons that we go through as projectors in life and business. Welcome to Frequency of Self, your go-to resource for the practical application of human design in life, business, and relationships. If you're ready to experience lasting transformation, hit subscribe.
Today, we are going to talk about the cycles and the energy of a projector within those cycles and how they are really not linear at all.
I really think it's important to understand that while we're going to be going through 4 seasons specifically, we want to be sure that you understand that it doesn't go from season 1 to season 2 to season 3 to season 4. It is a non-linear path. It is very much you could bounce from various ones. And as we go, we would love to hear from you. Let us know like which season you're in, and if there's not a season that you don't recognize yourself in any of these seasons and you could name the season that you're in, go ahead and share that as well. So that way it could be a conversation that we're having with you guys. The full go season. Let's talk about it.
Full go season for me is super deep immersion. Like my mind is always moving and I can't stop learning. All I want to do is read. I want to sit and read, and I'm mastering like different things and reading different things and pulling everything together and creating courses and creating content. I just feel really, really alive and excited to talk about and to share. And I can work hours and hours and hours.
There is a big difference between aligned energy and forced energy. When you're in flow and it's feeling good, don't have guilt or shame around, wait a second, I'm a projector and I shouldn't be doing this and blah, blah, blah. If it's flowing, let it flow, with the caveat that you're consistently asking the question, do I know when enough is enough?
I now have body cues where I know when enough is enough, when my brain stops functioning and I start doing the same thing over or asking the same question or noticing that I'm making just ridiculous mistakes. I am done. That is enough. So let's stop. When I do listen to my body and do that, then I know that the next day is going to flow a lot better.
And one of the reasons why we go through these full go seasons too is you might have a long activation that is bringing more motorized energy into your life and possibly even manifestor energy into your life, where you have a motor that reaches the throat and it can bring bursts of creativity and this desire to, excuse my French, get shit done. I had a client that called it, I've been a pretenderator for so long, which I think is a hilarious term.
I love that.
She did like a class a week or something crazy where she produced a ton of courses within a year, but now it's serving her. And now she has a passive income stream where people join a membership and there's a whole library of things where people can go through and watch those things. And she's now taking time to like maybe redo 1 a quarter, right? And so she's in a different season today. And so it's easy to make yourself wrong that you're this pretenderator. Instead, say, you know what? Actually, no, I followed my flow. I wasn't fighting it. I allowed it to go. And I'm going to embrace this season knowing that the next one is coming. Season 2, the enough is enough season. We hit upon the question of, do I know when enough is enough? This is really, really important to understand as a projector. Sometimes enough is enough and you can't control having to put in more, especially if you're a mom or a parent. Enough is enough, and yet it's 6 p.m., your kids are melting down, dinner hasn't been cooked, and you just want to go to bed, but you can't. That sustained enough is enough can lead to major burnout seasons. What I've noticed is that there are enough is enough moments throughout the day, no matter what season you're in. And then there is enough is enough at a grand scale level seasons where you realize, oh my gosh, I need to change things massively in my life. The main takeaway of this season is to work on your ability to receive support.
Asking for help.
Asking for help and receiving support. So for me, this has looked like I ended up choosing, like an invitation came through where my mom was like, hey, you're looking to reduce rent. What if you moved in to my rental property that happened to be next door to her? Right? and like live there for the summer. And it was like, okay, that's an invitation. And I run it by my, timing. And it was like perfect timing with splenic timing of like, you know what, I do want to break and I do want to kind of step away. So let's do that. And then with that shift, childcare changed, right? So no more school for the summer, having to renegotiate that, looking at how, creating a new system and calendar for childcare over the summer. I think if you're a projector parent, you absolutely need some sort of support. It will be unsustainable if you do not have that, whether it's a high school babysitter that's going to be next door, like that's going to be our situation, or summer camps, or, an actual year-long school program. I know 2 projectors here in Austin that they do a year-long program because of that. Or if it's your partner and you switching.
It is, again, very important that you're listening to your body's cues so that when you're in the season of enough as enough, it's not a collapse season. It's I'm going to step back and I'm going to receive a little support because I have been going and it's not that collapse.
100%. Yeah. One final thing to add on that is this is a big reason why if you're a projector, it's really important to make decisions slowly. Don't just quit your job overnight. Have savings. You got to assess the risks to see what's going to bring purpose and meaning into your life. And sometimes rolling the dice in a big way like that without a safety net can actually create more stress and more harm long term versus saying, you know what? I'm going to build up my savings and keep going to this job until I have a certain capacity. And then I'm going to give myself space, right? And asking for support in that process as well. Season 3, the surrender season. I think that the surrender season really begins when you've made a huge life decision. You've changed your environment, your job, your relationships, your friendships, right? Like something around those big 4. And now you're like, let's see where the chips fall. And you start to surrender and lay back. This is the time that you're going to release control, you're going to let go, and things are going to start to flow in a way that you didn't expect. And you want to kind of embrace this feeling of the unexpected. At one point in time, I did a vision video where I actually took a lot of stock footage together and then recorded an audio over it and I watched it every single day. It was like the best exercise ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There was this one line that I have repeated so many times in my life.
I feel the touch of a hand on my back, gently guiding me where I need to go so that I can fully release control.
There is a guide on all of our backs, and you just have to slow down enough to listen and be willing to let go of old things going out so that the new things can come in. You have to give yourself space for invitations to come through. Because if you are busy, go, you're not going to recognize the invitations in the same way.
That is so important to be able to slow down enough to recognize those invitations. It's like this preparation phase. That's what that season feels like for me. It is let's dismantle these things, work through the fears that I have about trust, about dismantling, about reinventing, like whatever I'm doing, my life, my business, so that way I'm clear and a clear channel and have a clear vision of where I can move forward and just open and trust that when I'm full go, things are going to be beautiful.
Final season. Season 4, the regulated, rooted season. This is one that I think is important because it's a little boring. Honoring this season and saying, you know what, right now, things are steady. Things are going well. I have a consistent content strategy. I have a consistent way of working with clients. I have consistent offerings. I'm not creating anything new, right? I have a consistent routine with your children, with your spouse. Like maybe it feels a little bit boring. What can often happen when you ignore this season is that you purposefully throw drama in your path to get you into a different season that you don't actually need to be in. We have these emotional pain bodies that we almost need to feed our emotional pain because we're so addicted to the drama. How can you add drama into your life in other ways? By watching movies, by listening to other people's drama in their life when they're in a different season, right? You don't have to throw drama into your life to send you into another season. You can trust that it will come.
I think this comes down to success, right? Projectors are striving for success. Do we know what success actually feels like? When you're living in it, do you know what that feels like? And how comfortable can you be in feeling your own success?
As a guide, as a projector, when you're in that stable place, this is another moment where invitations can come. Wow, she has like a peace and success in her life that feels so good. And I want that. And then the questions start to come. And you want to pay attention to those small questions. What are the comments that you're getting on your content strategy? What are the messages that are coming into your DMs, right? Like really look at those things and say, interesting, like this comes so easy to me and it's so natural that maybe I should kind of double down on that thing.
The seasons change. We're always evolving. All of us as humans, we are always evolving. And when we are trying to find our success, sometimes we have to just let go and not make ourselves wrong for being or becoming a different version of ourselves.
The only constant is change, and it is so true. So if you found value in this video, once again, be sure to click like, drop your comments below. And if you'd like to keep watching another video, you can watch that on the screen now. Thanks for watching.